Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, nonprofit, educational, or personal use, tips the balance in favor of fair use. Irish Independent, Irish News. Do not go near them. It will destroy you. Ex-Scientology worker issues warning over church. Ex-worker says involvement with the church left him with nothing. Listen up, Scientologist on the down low. What do you call it? Like under the radar? Writes Connor Feehan. I love those Irish names. Zenny Bundo outside the Church of Scientology. That sounds like, I don't know what that language is. Outside of the Church of Scientology Community Center in Fearhouse, Dublin. Photo by Mark Condren. Article by Connor Feehan, dated 12 January 2018. Hold on, guys. I had to register for this, so I'll do what I have to do to report what I have to report. A man who became involved with the Scientology movement in Dublin, more like infiltration, has issued a warning to those thinking of joining to stay away, claiming, "You end up with nothing." How many times have we heard that? Zenny Bundo, who was a member of the new Scientology European headquarters in Fearhouse, warned, "Do not go near them. You will destroy your family and yourself." In an exclusive interview, the 31-year-old, well, at least he got out when he was young, said he worked at the center. He described the Fearhouse base as a place where the goal is expensive health programs, as well as employing staff at below the minimum wage. Zenny, who has left the Scientology group, said he was told to take a massive number of tablets as part of purification regime, which cost him $1,800 Irish money to undergo. He is seeking legal advice regarding his employment and will assist authorities in employment and revenue sectors. In a statement, Scientology moved to clarify, can't wait, that all of the center staff are in fact religious volunteers. See, that's their liability right there. And you will hear a lot of Scientologists say that I volunteered. Even older Scientologists who've gotten out and were children, they say that because it's so ingrained into their minds. Zenny came from Albania. Okay, that's where that is. 10 years ago. Oh, that's perfect prey for them. Perfect prey. And has lived and worked all over Ireland. In September last year, a friend of his who had been involved with Scientology introduced him to the group, which was about to open its flagship headquarters in South Dublin. I'm just going to interject, you guys. I'm sorry I'm going off here. But to me, it's like, it's really sad, all these places they set up. Like, I don't mean that Ireland is more important than anywhere else. But for me, having a lot of Irish heritage and knowing what their history is, it really hurts my heart. I thought I could maybe get a job there, and that was the aim. It looked really modern and new, and I thought it would be a good place to work, said Zenny. So apparently he needed work, and so that's kind of what they were, luring him in. His girlfriend became involved, and he said the Scientologists flew her to LA. Told you guys about this. It's also narcissistic to move from one location to the next. Flew her to LA for a month of training. It made him think that it was a professional organization. Then one of the guys in there said I needed to do a program, and there was others too who were saying it would purify me. I didn't believe them, but then there was more people saying it, and at this stage, I started to think maybe I would become a better person. In the end, I agreed to do it, he added. See that they're surrounded, it's like, and I don't mean shade to everyone in Scientology, because I know not everyone in Scientology is a bad person, but it's like this, they create this environment that they normalize all of this, and anyone that questions it or talks badly about it, they're the enemy. So then, like, you're surrounded with this, and then you're just convinced that, oh, this is the right way, you know what I mean? When I look back, I see I was being pushed into it, being told that I had problems, and they could cure them. He said he received a large box of tablets, mainly labeled as vitamins, which he was to take daily. You have to take them for a month, many, many tablets every day, and do 5 hours in a sauna every day too. Oh, this is another story of headaches. I started getting headaches, but they would not let me take Panadol or anything. I would like to get the tablets tested and see what is in them, he said. Not a medical person, nor do I claim to be. But I wonder if all these people are getting the headaches from severe dehydration. Or it could be, depending upon what's in the tablets, it could be some type of, like a concentrated amount of a certain vitamin or whatever it is they're taking. As well as doing the purification program, Zenny said he was given a job working in the cafe and restaurant. Because, where did he say he's from? Albania? Of course, Albanians would have to be in the cafe and restaurant, right? You guys catch my drift? They were paying me cash in hand. Isn't that illegal? Which I was not happy about, because it's not documented. I have been in the country 10 years and want to work properly and officially and pay tax and make sure all my papers are in order. Yeah, see? So then it would not be documented. Ooh. I asked them many times about organizing tax, but they kept putting it off. When approached for comment, the Church of Scientology, oh, here we go, categorically denied any breach of employment law. Of course they did. It's the only thing they do is deny. In a separate statement, Scientology Ireland said that in order to qualify as a volunteer, an applicant must be a devout member of the church. In other words, mind-controlled, like heavily mind-controlled. That's what devout means. Each volunteer makes a religious pledge to actively forward the work of the church out of a deep personal commitment to Scientology, they said. I'm thinking contract. Like the staff members sign the contracts. I think Sea Org do as well. Or courses. All of our churches around the world comply with the law. Lies. In each jurisdiction in which they reside. Lies. And the Church of Scientology and Community Center in Dublin is no exception. Lies. They added the center is entirely a non-profit religious organization. Lies. There's nothing non-profit about it. All it is profit. Its only purpose and the only purpose of Scientologists who volunteer their time on staff is to help people. Now that I believe they really do want to help people. I do. If you're abusing children, there's a certain place in hell waiting for you. But if you're not abusing the children, if you're not taking auditing from the children, I think a lot of these people really do want to help the world. Zenny said that at the end of his purification course, he felt no better than at the start of it. But I could not admit to that. See, that's where they get you. That's that divide and conquer. You can't say anything bad about Scientology. L. Ron Hubbard, the malignant narcissist. You can't speak out against a narcissist. You can't speak out against Scientology. You can't even have a doubt. And they document it. They got the knowledge reports. They got the auditing. They got the security checks. They got the snitch culture. By the way, that motto was not just built with L. Ron Hubbard, so y'all need to just look into that. But I could not admit to that. If I told them I was the same, they would recommend another course called Survivor Rundown and charge me more money. Of course. That's not nonprofit. This is how they survive. They brainwash you and take your money, he said. A lot of them really believe it as well. My girlfriend was there at the same time as me. She still is there, but we have split now. Scientology separates you from your family. Oh, they're so good at that. So good at that. And honestly, you guys, some of these Scientologists do need to be punished because they're all partaking in this. They're partaking in it. They're helping to separate families. But we have split now. Scientology separates you from your family and your friends. It's isolation. You end up with nothing, he said. Yep. What better way to control people than to take everything they have? Does that describe the last 4 years of the world to you? Facts. He left in November as his purification came to an end. Good guy. Good for him. Zenny said he was told to sign a document saying he would not speak out against Scientology. Just like the non-disclosure agreement that Mike Rinder wanted Miriam Francis to sign. Like that. Similarities are amazing, aren't they? They do this to frighten you, but it is worth nothing. I have a voice. I have seen what I have seen, and I am now speaking out. And my message to everyone else in there is to do the same. Looking back, Zenny said the aim of Scientology is to target rich people and bull crap them. Yeah, that's what they call the whales. They go for the wealthy people. It starts with free courses to get you in. That's the bait. And happy with Scientology, then it is a course. That's the baiting and the love bombing together. And then it is a course for 1,800 Irish money. But the aim is to get 2,500 Irish money from you. I saw people spend 45,000 Irish money on courses, he said. The Irish Independent accompanied Zenny to the Scientology Center as he tried to get a copy of his employment contract, but he was told he would have to apply in writing and wait up to 30 days for it. That's the gaslighting. I bet you he won't get it. They said they could not give it to him under the Data Protection Act. More gaslighting. The staff member would not answer questions on Zenny's employment, but provided an email address to contact instead. That's a tricky one, too, because then that's in writing. You know. A spokeswoman for Scientology, the one with no name, then replied to our questions by saying Zenny's accusations were false. Lies. The so-called allegation is also false. Lies. Mischievous. Lies. And dishonest. Lies. That's all projection. That's what Scientology is. The Church of Scientology categorically denies any breach of employment law, said Diana Stahl. Okay, they did give her name. So Diana Stahl is the one, the gatekeeper handler in Ireland. So I will leave the link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Have a good day or good night wherever you are. Peace.